Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. So, today we are going to start your next topic of grammar, which is adjectives. So, what are adjectives? Just try to remember about your adjectives, about the knowledge that you have gained from your previous classes about adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that qualifies nouns or pronouns. For example, if I say she is a beautiful girl, it means we are telling about the quality of that girl, that she is beautiful, or she is an intelligent boy, or she's a bad girl, or whatever the things like words. I am happy today. So the words like happy, bad, good, or intelligent, or beautiful, these are the words. You can say these are called your adjectives. These words are called your adjectives. But here in this topic, students, this topic is for 7th and 6th class. So in this video we are going to cover about, you can say, types of adjectives. First of all, types means to say we have divided adjective into two parts, that is your attributive and predicative. What are those? And then we will discuss about your degrees. You can say positive degree, then comparative, then superlative, these kind of degrees, and how we can use, where we have to use which kind of degree. So we will learn about those things. So let us start. First is, here the types of adjectives are given. Types of adjective, two types. One is your attributive and your predicative. So what are attributive and what are predicative? We will learn about these things in detail now. So here, if you look at this sentence, the happy family sat down to dinner, and in the second sentence, the family is happy. So the word happy, which is written in red color, this is your adjective here. So but in first case it is used as, you can say, here it is playing a role of attributive adjective, and here in second sentence it is playing a role of predicative adjective. So what is the difference? The word is same, the word is happy in both the cases. The difference is in the usage of this word. In first case it is, you can say, here it is attributive adjective, and in second it is your predicative adjective. So students, listen carefully. What are your attributive adjectives? Attributive adjectives comes before noun. Here the word family is a noun, and this word happy is coming before your, you can say, word noun. So here it is your attributive adjectives. On the other hand, adjectives that follows the verb or is a part of the predication of the sentence, that adjective is called your predicative adjective. So here this word happy is a part of the predicate of the sentence. Without this word happy, the sentence has no meaning. The family is, so this sentence has no meaning, and also this happy is not coming before the noun family. So here it is used to complete the predicate of the sentence, and it is making the sentence meaningful. So this word happy here is acting like a predicative adjective. And in first case the word happy was coming before the noun family, so that is why it was here, you can say, attributive adjective. It was telling the quality. If even if from here if we remove this word happy, even then the sentence is meaningful. The family sat down to dinner, there is no problem if we remove this word. But in this case, in the second case, if we remove the word happy, the family is happy, then if we remove this word happy, then it has no meaning. So predicative adjectives are those which completes the predicate of the sentence and make it meaningful. So I hope it is clear to you that what is the difference between attributive and predicative. The word can be same, the adjective word can be same, but the difference here is in the usage of that word. If that word is coming before the noun, then it plays the role of attributive adjective. Otherwise, if it is coming after the verb, or you can say if it is completing the predicate of the sentence, then it is your predicative adjective. So I hope the difference between two is clear to you. Then moving to the next page. Now here students, there is an exercise based on the differentiation between, you have to, means in this exercise you have to differentiate between attributive and predicative adjectives. Underline the adjectives and say whether they have been used predicatively or attributively. So what we have to do in this exercise, we will just, first of all, we will find the adjective word, then we will describe whether it is your attributive or predicative. I will write A for the attributive and P for the predicative. So if we look at the first sentence is, there was heavy damage to building in the area. There was heavy damage to building in the area. So here this word heavy is defining the damage, what means extent of damage. So there was heavy damage, so this word heavy is an adjective here. There was an heavy damage to the building in that area. So now if we talk about the category of this adjective, whether it belongs to attributive or predicative, so see students, this heavy is coming before the noun damage. So it is clear, even if we remove this word heavy, the sentence is, even then it's meaningful sentence. There was damage to building in that area. So there is nothing like that, this, if we remove this word then sentence has no meaning. There is nothing like that. And also this word heavy is coming before a noun damage, so that is why it is here attributive. So first sentence, the adjective is heavy word and it is of the kind attributive. Then second is Gauri called several times. Gauri called several times. So here this word several, again it is coming before noun. So this word several is here attributive. So it's again here attributive. Then the children were excited about the picnic. So the children were excited about the picnic. Now students, if you look at this word about is not a noun and what is a helping verb. So this word excited here is here, it is defining the state of this, you can say children who are going to picnic, they are in excited state. So this word excited is your adjective, and this word excited is your predicatively used adjective. If we talk about this word excited, it is not coming before any noun. And also if we remove this word excited from here, the children were about the picnic, so it means no, it makes no sense. So again, the children were excited about the picnic, it is here predicatively used adjective. So third one is predicatively. Then money was absent last week. Money was absent last week. So if you talk about this one here, your absent word is the adjective and it's again your predicative adjective. Then Kolkata is a large city. So large means to say we are defining the size of the city, whether it is large or small. So large word is your adjective. Kolkata is a large city. And if we remove this word large, although you can see from here, you can see also that it is coming before the noun city. So from this is also it is clear that it is used as attributively. Also one thing more, that is it is also, you can say, if we remove this word large, even then the sentence is meaningful. Kolkata is a city, so yes, it's your attributive adjective. So I hope the difference between attributive and predicative is clear to you. So let us move to the next page now. Next is here comparison of adjectives. So students, now we will do comparison of adjectives, means the positive degree adjectives, then the comparatives, and then superlative degrees you have done in your previous classes also. So let us take a quick revision, or let us do the quick revision of what we have done in previous classes also. So positive degree, the this is it's, you can say it is here some word is missing. So it's your simplest form, the word when you can say the word when the adjective in its simplest form. Here the word adjective is missing actually. The adjective, my handwriting is not, I am unable to write here, so I will try to write. So sorry students, there is one word missing, the adjectives. The adjective in its simplest form is said to be in positive degree, means whether we are using good, beautiful. So these are the simple words, these are the simplest form of an adjective. So these are called here positive degree adjectives. So no comparison is involved in this category, means in positive degree, you can say type, there is no comparison between anything. So like if I say the smart child, the angry father, the beautiful girl, the good boy, so like these words are your smart, angry, good, beautiful, these all are your positive degree adjectives. So I hope it is clear to you, this form is your simplest form, and there is no comparison in this category. So then second comes here the comparison degree. So what is your comparison degree now? When two or more than two people or things are compared, that is called your comparative form. Then at that time we use this comparative form means to compare between two things. If I say he is more intelligent than that boy, so it means we are comparing two persons. We are you can say we are comparing the intelligence of two people. So like this, or which of these pen is better, or if I say red pen is better than blue pen, so we are comparing between red pen and blue pen. And can I have a big plate, or can I have a bigger plate? Means for example, shopkeeper is showing you a plate and you demand for larger size, so what you will say, can I have a bigger plate? So like this means not only in interrogative sense, we can use these in simple sentences, statement like sentences also. So comparison means we are doing basically we are doing the comparison between two things. Red pen is better than blue pen, your plate is bigger than mine. So like this we can do these kind of words like bigger, or you can say better. These are the comparative degrees here. The word bigger and better are the comparative degrees here. Then next is your superlative degree. So what is superlative degree now? Superlative means highest, you can say highest degree of the quality that we are talking about. Means we are talking about two three things, and out of those one which is of superior quality or having highest degree, that is called a superlative degree. For example, Charu is tallest girl in the class. Now see students, we are doing, means we are not doing comparison as such, but we are, what we are talking about, we are talking about the in case of height, who is superior in the class, or who is at the highest degree in the class? Charu is the tallest girl in the class. This is the best gift I have ever received. Here the spellings of best, students, this is by mistake, it's best. So this is the best gift I have ever received. So one thing that you have to remember here is that in case of superlative degrees, you have to write the word the before that superlative degree. So Charu is the tallest girl, this is the best gift. So you have to use the article the before the superlative degree. Here we are talking about the thing that is having the highest quality or highest degree. So this is your superlative degree. Then formation of comparative and superlative degrees. So now we will learn how from a positive degree we can make comparative degree and superlative degree. See students, there is no hard and fast rule to make the comparative and superlative degrees. You may overgeneralize also in some cases, that is, you can say, mistake can happen in that way also, that sometimes we overgeneralize that if bigger होता है, bigger biggest होता है, तो gooder goodest होगा. No, there are some rules that you have to follow. And one thing that is you have to remember is that there is no hard and fast rule. Means I can't tell you that by using this rule you can make all the superlatives or all the comparative. There are different rules for different you can say words, and also there are certain words that we have to remember as it is. There is no rule for those words. For example, good, better, best. So there is no rule is being followed. These are called here some you can say exceptional words which have some you can say fixed comparative and superlative degrees. Rest we will discuss about the commonly used words which have certain, which follow certain rules. So for example, firstly, most adjective form their comparatives and superlative by adding er and est to the positive. So most, we are saying most but not all. So most of the adjectives form their comparatives and superlative by the addition of the word er at the end of the positive one, and the word est with that positive word. For example, tall, taller, tallest. Means in case of comparative you have to add the word er, and in case of superlative you have to add the word est. So tall, taller, tallest. Then short, shorter, shortest. Bold, bolder, boldest. Kind, kinder, kindest. So I hope it is clear to you that in some cases what we do, we will just put the word er in case of comparative and word est in case of superlative degree with the positive word. Tall, taller, tallest. Short, shorter, shortest. Bold, bolder, boldest. kind, kinder, kindest. So like this we will form the superlative and comparative degrees of these you can say adjectives. Then second category, when an adjective ends in e, means if your adjective is ending with the word e, then what you have to do, you will simply add the word r or st. Means earlier I was saying that you will add the word er and est. Now if your adjective is already ending with e word, so e is already given in both the cases. So what you will do, to make it comparative you will use the word r, and to make superlative you will use the word st. So for example, brave, brave is ending the word with the word e, so we will add only r here and here st. So brave, braver, bravest, white, whiter, whitest, wise, wiser, wisest. So in all these three cases, these positive words are ending with the word e, so we will simply you can say simply add only r in case of comparative and the word st in case of superlative. So then next is, when any of your adjective word, positive words end with y, what you will do then? So if it is ending with y with a consonant before it, and before y there is a consonant given. You know what are consonants? There are 5 vowels in English alphabets: a, e, I, o, u. These are your 5 vowels, and rest of the letters are called consonants. So if the word is ending with the letter y and before y there is a consonant, so what you have to do, you will change this y into I. Means you will drop that y, and instead of that y you will write the word I, and then again, as I have already told you, er in case of comparative and est in case of superlative. So for example, happy, if we look at this word happy, this word is ending with the word y, and before y there is p, and p is a consonant because it is not a, e, I, o, u. Only a, e, I, o, u are your vowels, and rest of letter are your consonants. So happy, the word happy is ending with the letter y, and before y we have the letter p, which is a consonant. So what we will do in this case, we will just drop this y, and instead of y we will write the word I, and then er in case of comparative and est in case of superlative. So happy, happier, happiest; easy, easier, easiest; heavy, heavier, heaviest. So like this, in case your word is ending with the letter y, you will drop that y, put I from your side, and then er in case of comparative and est in case of superlative. So I hope it is clear to you. Then moving to the next one. Next is, when ends in a consonant, when your adjective is ending with a consonant with a shorter vowel sound before it, the last consonant doubles and er and est are added. So what they are saying in this rule, suppose your word is ending with any of the consonant letter, and that word, complete word, is having a short vowel sound before that letter, means before that last consonant word. So then what you will do, you will double that last consonant letter. For example, look at the example. If we talk about the word hot, hot is ending with the word T, which is a consonant, and before T there is a vowel sound, O is given. So what we will do in this case, we will double this letter T, hot, hotter, hottest, and ER and EST, so you have to add now. So what you have to do extra in this case, you will double the last letter. Here we are writing hotter, the spellings of hotter are HO double TER, and the spellings of hottest are HO double TEST. So like this. Then in case of thin also, last word is n, which is a consonant, before that I is there, so again vowel sound, short vowel sound is also there, and last letter is consonant, so you will double the last consonant word. So you will write thinner, thinnest, and the spellings are THI double NER, THI double NEST, like this. Then sad, sadder, saddest; fast, fat, fatter, fattest. So like this you will, means what you have to do here, you have to double the consonant letter. So I hope it is clear to you. Moving to the next page now. In some cases more and most are added to make comparative and superlative respectively. So this is another category, that in some cases we don't use er word or est word. What we do, instead of using those words, we will put the word more before that positive word in case of comparative, and in case of you can say superlative, we will put the word most. So here in this rule is that that in some cases we will use the word more in case of comparative and most in case of superlative. So see, for example, proper, we will not write proper, it's already it's ending with the word er, so we will not write proper properest, no, that will be completely wrong. So what you will do here, you will write proper, more proper, most proper. Then beautiful, this is very commonly used word, you might have heard it earlier also. So beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Expensive, more expensive, and most expensive. So like this, you have to add the word more and most to make comparative and superlative in certain cases. Then comes your irregular comparison, which I was talking about, that there is no hard and fast rule. In certain cases, we have to remember the things as it is. So there are some words given. For example, first one is, I have already told you, good, better, best. So like this, there are certain words which have which do not follow any rule like er or est or dropping yist, nothing like that. We have to remember these as it is. So these are called your irregular comparison. So you have to learn this. Good, better, best, much, more, most, little, less, least, bad, worse, worst, not bad, better, baddest, no, nothing like that. Bad, worse, worst. In case of old, you have two, you can say, comparatives and superlatives: older, elder, oldest, and eldest. So see students, here this word elder and eldest, this is used in case of blood relations. Means if you are comparing your age with your brother, sister, any of your family member, then you will use the word elder. If you are comparing your age with any of your friend or any of your neighbor, then you will use the word older. So old word is given in positive degree. So if you are comparing your age with your brother, sister, then you will use the word elder or eldest. And in case of any of other person, you will use the word older and oldest. Then comes far and further. Here it also has two types of your comparatives and superlative: farther and further, farthest and furthest. So that will also depend upon the uses. When we do the sentences, it will become clear to you. So then there is an exercise for you people now, that write the comparatives and superlative forms of the following. So positive words are given to you and you have to write the superlative forms and comparative forms here. So students, just try to solve this exercise and just try to solve it with me now. So first one word is first word is your black word. So black, comparative is your blacker and superlative is blackest. So it's simply what we have to do here, we will add the word er here and word est here. Don't mind my writing, you will get the answer key also. Don't worry about the writing if it is not clear to you. So listen to me very carefully here. Black, blacker, blackest. Then unjust. Unjust will take the word more and most. More unjust and most unjust. So here your answer will be more, most. And then comes lazy. Now see, this word lazy is ending with y. So what we will do in this case, we will drop the letter y and put the letter I. So lazier and laziest. And what will be your spelling? Lazier, lazier, and laziest, laziest. Then comes next word, which is tired. So again it will take the word more and most. More tired, most tired. Wonderful, again more wonderful, most wonderful. Again with brilliant also we will use this word more and most. More brilliant, most brilliant. And with little, it's your irregular adjective. In comparative form we use the word less, and in superlative we use the word least. Little, less, least. So then few, fewer, fewest. So like this: beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful; handsome, more handsome, most handsome. So like this you will use the comparative and superlative forms. Try to solve this exercise and later on you will get the answer key also, so don't worry about anything. Then comes your next exercise. Here also fill in the blanks with suitable forms of the given adjectives. So adjectives are already given in the brackets along with the blanks, and you have to choose, means you have to fill the blanks with the correct form of adjective, either positive or comparative or superlative. See students, what you have to do now, you have to remember the rules that we have done earlier, that what are positives and then what are comparatives and where we use superlatives. So positive is the simplest form of adjective, and comparative when we have to compare between two people or things, at that time we use comparative. And then superlative when we have to tell the superior quality of something, highest quality of something, so then we use this superlative form. So you have to read these sentences carefully and then try to understand about the nature of the sentence, and then we will use the suitable, you can say, form of adjective. First one is I have an dash sister, and the word given is old. So students, I have already told you that old has two, you can say, comparatives and two superlatives: older, elder, and oldest, eldest. So, and I have told you that in case of blood relations we use this word elder, and if we are talking about any other, we are comparing our age with other, then the blood relation means brother, sister, mother, father, then we use this word old. But here I have an dash sister, so I, it means I am comparing my not comparing, actually I am telling that my sister is elder than me, so I have an elder sister. If it is younger written, young word written, then I will write the younger. So here the answer will be I have an elder sister, that I have an elder sister. So writing is completely very bad, I will try to write it in proper writing. Elder, your answer will be elder. I have an elder sister. Second is let's discuss this at a dash date. Let's discuss this at a later date, means let us discuss later. So later is the right answer in the second one. Then third is the poor woman once had a dash life happier, means we are comparing two situations, two times, that once she was living happily, so now she is not that much happy. So it means there is a comparison between two times or situation. So it means here we will use comparative form, which is happier. The poor women once had a happier life. Fourth is the child is the dash in the class. So we are talking about whole class now. We are not comparing between two students. So it means we will write the superlative form of young, which is youngest. That child is the youngest in the class. Then fifth is please be dash when you answer. Please be dash when you answer. So now here there is no comparison and there is no need of any superlative form, we are just simply talking. So what we will write here, please be honest. We will use simple positive form of adjective. Positive form is honest, so please be honest when you answer. Then sixth is this is the dash dress I have ever bought. This is मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव ड्रेस आई हैव एवर बॉट. मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव कि मैंने आज तक जितनी भी ड्रेसेस ली हैं सबसे महंगी यही है. I am not comparing my two dresses, that this dress I have purchased means this this dress is expensive than this one. No, I am not comparing my two dresses. What I am saying, I am saying that this dress is you can say expensive of all others. So what I will write, this is the most expensive dress I have ever bought. Then seventh is he thinks he is the dash boy in the class. अब हमें लगता है ना कि सबसे इंटेलिजेंट मैं ही हूँ. सो दिस इज लाइक दिस सेंटेंस इज लाइक दिस. He thinks he is the most intelligent boy in the class. One thing that you can use in case of superlatives, one guess that you can make, if the word the is written, in this case also the word is written, and I said that before superlative the article is must, means the presence of the article is must. So he thinks he is the word is there, so you have to use the superlative form of the degree. So most intelligent, he thinks he is the most intelligent boy in the class. सभी सोचते हैं कि मैं ही सबसे इंटेलिजेंट हूँ. So then Chirag has many dash friends. So Chirag has many dash friends, older friends. हम कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं कि अगर कोई एक होता देन तो हम बोल देते कि ही इज़ हैविंग दैट फ्रेंड विच इज़ ओल्डेस्ट from the whole class. So now nothing like that, we are not saying anything like that. Many means we are talking about many friends which are older than Chirag, and we have to use the form older here, not elder. we will write the word older because we are talking about friends and we don't have any blood relation with friends, means that we are not having same mummy papa or grandma grandpa. So here we are not talking about you can say blood relation, so here we will use this word older. then then comes next category, nouns as adjective. This is your next topic in adjective. Nouns as adjective. Students, here, as you know that adjective are certain words that qualify nouns or pronouns, but here there are some words which are actually noun but they plays the role of adjective. So how those, what are those words and how they can play the role of adjective? Let us see. So here are few nouns. Few nouns are given like geography, city, village, school. These are nouns. Geography is the name of subject. City is a name, means city, village. These are the places, and school also. This is a noun. Then when we join them with other noun, with some other nouns, we will get the words like geography teacher or city girl or village school or village boy. So then now if we look at this word teacher, teacher is a noun, but here we are telling that what is the specialty of that teacher, which kind of subject that teacher teaches. So she or he is a geography teacher. It means geography word is adding like an adjective here. Geography actually is a noun, but here it is playing the role of adjective. Then city girl also we are defining the kind of girl that she is a city girl. So that is why again it's your adjective. So then in these examples the first word is a noun which describes the second word also a noun. In all these sentences, all these you can say examples, first word is your noun and it describes your second word which is also noun. For example, geography teacher, first geography is noun, teacher is a noun, but the word geography defines the teacher. Geography word defines the second noun teacher. Chemistry teacher, maths teacher, English teacher, all these words both are the nouns, but first noun defines the second noun. So first noun is playing the role of adjective here. So I hope you have understood it well that what are the nouns that plays the role of adjective. So students, now there is an exercise for you people. Now what you have to do here, you have two columns and in these two columns nouns are given. So what you have to do, combine the nouns to show their common uses as adjective. So for example, first they have done for you, not like this ki you are means you are making combination like this. No, you have to choose the appropriate word from the second column. This is your A column, this is your B column. So you have to choose appropriate word from the B and appropriate word from the B column to make a proper you can say adjective. For example, love story, they have matched the love word with story, so love story here it is written. And second, now you have to choose a word from this B column for the word guard. Guard book, no, nothing like that. Guard table, guard theater, guard news, guard tail, guard dog. So yes, this is the better combination than any other. So guard dog means the guard means the dog which is kept in house for the gardening, not gardening actually, for guarding the house, means घर की रखवाली के लिए. So guard dog is a right combination. So here you will write guard dog. Then fairy, so again try to match it with the suitable word. Fairy book or fairy table, fairy theater, fairy news, fairy tale. See here you might have confusion between fairy book and fairy tale. So students, fairy tale is better word than fairy book. Fairy tale means to say story, fairy means to say परियों वाली. So परियों वाली stories होती हैं, so that is why fairy tale is the right combination. So third will be a fairy tale. Then computer, so computer, then you have to match computer book, computer table. You can match computer with book also, but the computer table is a better combination because book we will use later on, otherwise फिर book का कोई combination नहीं बनेगा. So here we will use computer table, means the table that is used to place computer. Then comes tomato and you will simply match it with the last word. Tomato ketchup means sauce of tomato is called tomato ketchup. So yes, this is the best combination. Then sixth one is world. So World news means the news from all over the world. So you will write it here. Then comes home and home theater. Home theater means to say any kind of your music system or big screen that you have at your home for entertainment. That is called your home theater. Then complaint book means any book or you can say notebook kept at any place for noting the complaints etc. That is called your complaint book. So complaint book is a combination that you will fill in the last box. So I hope all the combinations are clear to you. So let us proceed further. Then comes your adjective. This is again an you can say different category of adjectives. Adjectives that end with ly. Usually what we say that adverbs end with ly. Most of your adverbs end with ly. We simply recognize a word as adverb if it is ending with ly. But here we are talking about certain words which are ending with ly, but they are not adverbs, they are adjectives. They are used in any of your sentence as adjective. So there are some adjectives that end with ly and used as adverbs. Means in some cases they will you can say they will act like adverb. In certain cases, in certain sentences they will act like adjective. So how? They left the party early. Here early word is an adjective, but if we talk about we took the early train to Chandigarh, then it means this word early here it is it is acting like a adjective. So we took the early train means early is coming before the noun train, so that is why it is playing the role of adjective here. Whenever any of your word like which is ending with ly but it is coming before a noun, then it will play the role of adjective, otherwise it's your adverb. Similarly in second case, I used to meet Sunita daily last year. So it's your adverb. But if we talk about next is which is Nitin daily walks begins at 5 o'clock. So here the word daily is coming before the word walk, which is a noun. So again here daily word is used as an adjective. So I hope it is clear to you the different uses of the word which are ending with ly, how you can use them as an adjective or as an adverb. Then there is a last exercise for you people now. Add ly to these words and fill in the blanks. Means what you have to do, you have to choose a correct word from the box, add ly, and then you have to fill that word in, you can say, in at most suitable place. So first sentence is, what a dash painting, exclaimed the customer. So words are sick, lone, friend, kind, love. So students, if we see the word love is given here, and if we say lovely, if we add word ly with this word lovely, then it will be you can say it will be a great combination with this sentence. What a lovely painting, exclaimed the customer. Means when you see something which is very beautiful, so we normally say what a lovely painting or what a lovely flower or what a lovely ring. So like this, here we will use this word lovely. You will add ly with the word love and you will fill it in your first blanks. So for first blanks your answer will be lovely. Then second is, the man had a pale and dash appearance. Pale means to say when your color become light yellow, that is called pale. So the man has had a pale and dash appearance. When you become pale yellow colored, when you feel sick, when you are ill. So here the word sick is given and you will simply add a word ly with this word sick and you will fill it here. The man had a pale and sickly appearance. Then third is, I think Rita is a dash person. She makes friends easily. So in this sentence they are saying that she makes friend easily. It means she is a friendly person. So here this word friend is given and you will put the word ly with this friend, with this word, and you will fill it in this blanks. I think Rita is a friendly person. She makes friend easily. Then fourth is, the dash old man would sit in the park and watch the children play. Dash old man. Why any person will sit in any of your park etc. to watch someone? Because that person is lonely. So the word lone is given and you will put ly with this and then it will become lonely and you will fill this word here in the fourth blanks. The lonely old man would sit in the park and watch the children play. Then only one word is left, which is kind, and only one fill up is left. So the old man's kindly smile encouraged me. Kindly smiled encouraged me is the last word that you can fill in the fifth blanks. So this is all about your adjectives, and I hope it's clear to you. So thanks for listening and have a nice day.